Hello, good day everyone. We are the Group 3 and today we will be discussing the Forensic 2 with my co-reporters with Ike Alava, Aljan Babiera, Neil Darrell Bahala, Raul Humunlay, Gister Galdo, Daniela Irene Oga, Marjan Lau, Roland Bahia, and yours truly, Ugsi Diana Rose. So let us begin in the chapter 6. The value of fingerprint evidence. Fingerprint evidence plays a vital role in criminal investigations because persons' fingerprints are unique and do not change during the course of their life. Fingerprints can be used to quickly, efficiently confirm or disprove a person's identity, like in checking a suspect at a border crossing. Latent prints collected at a crime scene have the potential link a series of crimes together or to place a suspect at the scene. It is also important role in identifying victims following a disaster such as cyclone, earthquake, bombing, and other attacks. So it is very important to trace one's fingerprint in order to locate to determine one suspect.
Nature of latent prints. The latent fingerprints is deposited by the fingertip pattern. It's a complex mixture of natural secretions and contaminations from the environment. 3 types of glands are responsible for the natural secretions of the skin: the sudoriferous, equine, apocrine, and sebaceous glands. First is the palm of the hands and sole of the feet produce only equine glands secretions. Second, equine are the major sweat glands of the human body, found in virtually all skin, with the highest density in palm and soles, then on the head, but much less on the trunk and the extremities. Apocrine, relating to or denoting multicellular glands which release some of their cytoplasm in their secretions, especially the sweat glands associated with hair follicles in the armpits and pubic regions. Sebaceous glands, small oil-producing glands present in the skin of mammals, are usually attached to hair follicles and release a fatty substance, sebum, into the follicular duct and drains the surface of the skin. These latent prints are formed when the body's natural oils and sweat on the skin are deposited on another surface. Latent fingerprints can be found on a variety of surfaces. However, they are not readily visible, and detections often requires the use of fingerprint powders, chemical reagents, and alternate light sources.
Latent prints has been defined as the marking of oily matter or perspiration from the skin glands left upon the surface which the hands and fingers may have touched it. Change impression. These are impressions left by chance at the crime scene. 3 categories of fingerprints as to the surface they are located. Number 1, patent or visible prints. Number 2, impress or plastic prints. Number 3, latent prints.
Patent or visible prints. This refer to the fingerprints that are easily seen or spotted by the eyes. They are formed when the fingers with blood, grease, ink, or dirt come in contact with surfaces that are smooth surfaces such as glass, windows, and papers. Since these prints are visible, it only requires photography before it is lifted. An adhesive lifting tape is used in lifting the print and is later on placed a lift card or presentation begin. The next reporter is Ike Alaba.
Impressive or plastic prints. These are printed in soft and pliable materials such as dyeing, paint, clay, or wax. When the ridge pattern touches the mentioned materials, plastic or impressed print occurs. Like a patent print, these are visible and can be photographed without the application of magnesium powder or the other chemicals. The next reporter is Aljon Babiera.
Latent prints. These are prints that are accidentally left at the crime scenes that are normally invisible to the naked eye but can be detected through the application of fingerprint powders. These wet glands or pores that present in the friction ridge of the fingers are capable of perspiration that helps in creating prints. Since latent prints are invisible, the fingerprint technicians has to apply ultraviolet light, dusting, or chemicals to supplement visualization before these are photographed. Like for example, atong gibuhat nga katong mag fingerprint basta mo to siya. Mo tong latent print atong gibuhat nga bago karon nga activity. Thank you very much.
The next is the 3 important factors in the selection of methods in the development of latent prints. So number 1, nature of the surface. Example, porous or non-porous, wet or dry. And then the next is the apparent composition of the fingerprint residue or the matrix. Example, moisture contaminated with oil and dirt. And then the next is the condition of the friction ridge impression. So these methods are used on the last activity that we did on developing the latent fingerprint. So the wet or the dry, we have the freedom to choose if we want the wet fingerprint or the dry fingerprint to develop a latent print, and then with the use of oil or dirt like oil or powder or the black charcoal. And then the next reporter will be Roland Bahia.
Brush and powder method. This method is best suited from smooth and porous surface such as glass, plastic, smooth metals, and other non-porous object. This method includes the use of fingerprint brush and numerous colored powder. This method is performed by applying a small quantity of powder on the tip of thin brush that is later on brushed lightly on areas where possible fingerprint are present. Magnetic powder, on the other hand, can be applied in dirty or greasy surface. Done.
So that ends with our creative video discussion. Thank you for watching.